U.S. military prepping for space invaders, the angels of God. Behold, he cometh with clouds. We're to give all the honor, glory, and praises to the Most High Yahawah and to his only begotten Son, YAHAWASHI, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Double honors to my elders at Great MILESTONE, taught me the truth of the Spirit. Single honors to the elect. Peace and blessings to the 1/3, and to the confusion of faces in the four corners of the earth. Shalom. I'm going to bring out a quick quote that Reagan has spoke of, and I'm going to go into an article that was produced today on this present time. This article is from September 24th, 2013. Flashback. At UN, Reagan wished for alien invasion to unite people on Earth. Well, that's how they quoted the title. But let me get straight to the point. During a speech before the United Nations in 1987, a year before I was born, President Ronald Reagan spoke longly for the world unity that would happen if aliens invaded. Another word for alien just means foreigner. Hence, they would call our brothers and sisters who are Mexicano or Panamanian or anyone south of the border, they would call them illegals or aliens. How the hell you call somebody a foreigner who's indigenous to this land? But I digress. This is his quote. He said, quote, "Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bond. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world." And that reminds me of a precept too. I'm going to bring it out real quick. 2nd Esdras chapter 13, verse 8, out of the Apocrypha, which is a part of the 1611 King James Version Bible. "And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight." Like Reagan said, if there's an alien invasion, can we put our differences aside and come together and have a common bond? Well, yeah, you will come together, but you're going to be afraid, but the Lord's going to, harden your hearts to go against him and the angels. Or I'm sorry, him and us. Because we're going to be with the angels as well. Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, right? Let's get back. So, Ronald Reagan wishing an alien invasion on Earth because of the kumbaya effect it will have on relations among nations, said Rachel Maddow on her show. One of the truly weirdest things he ever said in public. But it's going to be an absolute prophecy to come to pass when the angels of the Lord crack those clouds, sayonara, and bring forth judgments to the wicked of the world in the 2/3. Now, this is the article that prompted this video. The U.S. military is now talking openly about going on the attack in space. Wow. Orlando, Florida, earlier this year, officials at U.S. Space Command released a list of priorities and needs, and among the routine recitation of things like cyber defense, communications, and surveillances was a relatively new term: integrated space fires. This is a new phrase in the esoteric terminology the military uses to describe its activities. Essentially, fires are offensive or defensive actions against an adversary. The Army defines as, quote, "the use of weapon systems to create specific lethal and non-lethal effects on a target." So they're actually planning on fighting an alien, a foreigner from another realm. This is very heavy. Oh, speaking of realms, back in 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, verse 29, "Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell upon the earth." Here comes the point. "And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another." Realms, we're talking about 1-dimensional, 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional, and beyond. Different realms. Remember, 1,000 years to us is 1 day to the Lord. That's a different realm, people. All right? There you go. I'm going to read this real quick before I close out. The inclusion of this term in a Space Command planning document was another signal that Pentagon leaders, long hesitant to even mention the possibilities of putting offensive weapons in space for fear of stirring up a cosmic arms race, see the taboo of talking about space warfare as a thing of the past. It's not going to be a thing of the past because it's going to be a thing of the near future, because as you can see what's going on in North Kakalaki and how there's more and more appearances of the angels. That's pretty much the Lord being bold. The Lord is just showing you like a sprinkle, a glitter of his power. And y'all bugging the frick out. And I love it. I'm here for it. I love every last bit of it. Yeah. But I'm going to close out. Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and everyone shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall well because of him. Even so, amen. Let that sink in. He come with clouds. What are those clouds? Chariots, which the word ignorantly call UFOs. And every eye shall see him, meaning what? He's coming from the sky, from above the heavens. And they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall well because of him. Well means what? To cry. Kindred means what? Families. So when the Lord comes back, it's not going to be all peaches and cream. No, it's not going to be all confetti and throwing rice. No, the Lord coming back to take the crowns of the kings, and the Lord said, y'all going to be wailing. It's the reason why they have this space program. It's the reason why the Lord said, you're going to be scared, but yet there's fight. You're going to fight but lose anyway, right? But that article is what prompted me to do this video. This article right here. The U.S. is now talking openly about going on the attack in space. What's going to be like fighting against Ariel. Matter of fact, let me get that and close out. So remember, heathen nation, when you're fighting against the Lord and his angels, you're fighting against Israel. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6 through 8, and I'm going to close out. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Thermonuclear warheads at the end, right? And the multitude of all the nations that fight against Ariel. We just left 2nd Ezra, right? The 13th chapter. Ariel is one of the angels. Even all that fight against her and her munition and that distress her shall be as a dream of a night vision. This is what it's going to be like fighting against an angel. It shall even be as when an hungry man dreameth, and behold, he eateth, but he awaketh, and his soul is empty. Or as when a thirsty man dreameth, and behold, he drinketh, but he awaketh, and behold, he is faint, and his soul hath appetite. So shall the multitude of all the nations be that fight against Mount Zion. So just imagine what they've already done to us, and then let alone you're going to fight against us and the angels. Good luck. But with that being said, I truly pray y'all was edifying, fed, stay in the spirit, don't fear it, just endure it. Ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent. Kwama Allah, Mafla Babal, Shalom.